Is that everybody from downstairs, or are there still some stragglers?
There's one more.
Polishing off the sandwiches while you're all not looking. Yeah. So, what is the time now? What's the time now? 10 to, okay. So we'll give it a few more minutes. Sometimes you get the late comers coming in.
Sometimes we would go for a walk, so after the Lama got to know me better, he would always be the first one, and then all the little monks, and then me, up and down the mountains. And sometimes at night we would go to other monasteries, and we would attend teachings there, and then we would come back late at night, and we would go back, not the way we came, but a shortcut. And the shortcut would be, you know, up cliffs or grassy places where you couldn't get a foothold. You had to climb on hands and knees, and through streams that there were rocks, but it was nighttime, you could see, they could see. But it was very difficult for me to keep up. And through the woods, and there were strange noises, and it was dark, and I was with the Lama and the monks, but it was quite frightening. And one time coming back, we actually left a little early, and he asked me if I brought my torch. And I said, oh yes. And but I said, it's not dark, I won't need it, because we left early. And so halfway back, we went back the way we came, which was unusual. And the Lama said at one point, okay, you go ahead now, you lead. And I said, oh no, I don't know the way well enough, and you're the Lama, you go. And he insisted I walk first. And so I did, but in the beginning I was really self-conscious and really quite worried, because I could sort of remember, but I thought, well, you tell me if I go the wrong way. And so finally I sort of got into it. You know, I was just walking along thinking, oh, this is nice. Little walks. I'm remembering, oh yes, I know that tree. I was just, the wind was blowing through my hair, and I was just so happy. And all of a sudden I looked behind me and nobody was there. It was those sorts of things that happened. And actually I was lost, because although I sort of knew the path, I hadn't been mindful or paying attention. And everyone had disappeared. And it was fear. I wasn't worried. I was just afraid, because night was coming. I did have a torch, and I remember the Lama asking me, do you have a torch? And I thought. And so I had to find my way back. And the only way I could find my way back was to look at where the mountain was up, and then to find my way up until I could see where the monastery was, and then find a path that led to the monastery. He did so many things like that. When he was teaching me, he would say, okay, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
A few other opinions. Last thing before we go, I want to see what.
After all of this.
Leave it to my imagination.
Yes, I couldn't make that face. But sometime if we're together and I see someone who does that face,
You'll show me your face.
look at that.
Okay, good. Thank you very much for coming. Remember, avail yourself of the chairs, but if you help stack them, that is fine as well.